Hey guys, I'm Nikki.
And I'm Bree.
We're best friends, moms, and obsessed with TV.
Check us out every Monday as we dissect motherhood, TV, pop culture, and whatever else derails the conversation.
It's like eavesdropping on your funniest, most unfiltered friends.
If your friends had a mic and no shame,
We're here for all of it, and honestly,
we're not mad about it.
hey Maddies, welcome back to another episode of Not Mad About It podcast. We are so happy to have you here today. Thanks again to all our family and amazing friends for all the love. Thanks to us for pimping us out, Brie especially, hitting up those mama Facebook groups. Just want to shout out some people quick because we did say give us some love and we'll give you some shout outs. And shout out to my bestie Katie, you purple haired freak. Thanks for the love on our post. And if I don't shout out my friend Jack, she will literally stop being my friend. So Jack, hey, how
Thanks,
you doing?
girl.
Thanks, girl. Stop harassing me now. But also, Jack was our first hater. She was like, "Ew, you're doing a podcast. That's so embarrassing." And I was like,
talking so much crap.
mortified. Like, oh my God, you're right. It is so embarrassing. Like, but she's since listened and she is eating her words and has given us her stamp of approval. So much appreciated. But I feel like I'm accepting a Grammy. So, Brie, anybody that you would like to shout out or thank?
No, I seriously feel like you just you said hi.
Oh, and my mom. Hey, mom. Like,
No,
and
you said
God.
hi and you went to the podium and
Yes.
I was about to start playing the music. Like,
I'm like,
Nikki,
wrap it up.
no one cares. Like, it's just a silly little podcast that we're taking very seriously. I want to give
I'm
one
killing
major
it.
shout out. My cousin Remy, who has just been sending me reviews from her friends, sending our podcast around. Like, thanks, girl. Love you. You're the best. And if you're new here, because like Nikki said, I was going
Yes.
hard this week. There's really only one thing that you need to know about us.
And it's Andrew.
My husband. That is my husband, Andrew. But it's just that we're just two friends.
Two best friends. Oh no, did I fuck it up? I'm so sorry. Oh my God, let's do it again. Keep this in.
We're just friends.
Two good friends.
Two best friends.
It's so, you hit that note so wrong every time.
I mean, I'm not like Ari. Even though I love her.
Who is? I mean,
I know
there's
who
only
is.
one.
But that's all you need to know. We're just best friends, and my husband's Andrew, Nikki's husband's John. We love to make fun of them, and you'll figure out the rest so long you go.
Yeah, we have a ton of kids.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you'll get it.
You get clued in.
We don't have that many friends, so luckily for you, it's just very minimal people to remember.
Yeah, you'll pick up quick. Yeah. Well, you guys are our friends.
Yeah.
But speaking of my husband, he does the most, just in true fashion, the most obnoxious thing, and I feel like I've spoke to you about this before, but he won't leave the house if he's not wearing jeans. Is that not that's borderline disrespectful towards me? Because
Right.
I'm gonna look,
The pressure.
yeah, the pressure, and I'm like, he looks so gorgeous, every day leaving this house, and I sent you a picture from earlier. He's walking around like that. He was wearing jeans, a belt, his shirt was tucked in,
A belt.
hat. I was
A
like,
belt.
a belt. I was like, where are we going? I was still in my clothes that I slept in. And I
Wait,
was,
when you sent me that picture, she was like, "This is such a dad picture," and I'm like, "Oh, well, I could tell Bree's on the couch, taking the picture from the couch."
obviously, where else would I be?
Andrew's already done 14 jobs of the day.
No, and
He
he's
is
waiting for me to get up so we can leave the house. And
Yeah.
he's like, "Are you coming?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm
so
on my
funny.
way."
I feel like you're one way or the other. You're either a jean wearer, here's somebody that you need to know. Our best friend Sarah, her husband Mike, only wears jeans. At night, we'll be hanging out. Well, not really now because she lives in North Carolina, but when we used to hang out, he'd be in jeans. I'm like, can you're
Change?
actually making me uncomfortable. Yes,
No, that's Andrew.
no. Well, I will say John, he has about two pairs of nice pants.
Yeah.
A black pair, a green pair,
Classic.
and a khaki pair.
Yeah.
But back in the day when we would go out, we don't really have anywhere to go now. But it would be
I know.
oh, throwing on the black jeans, walking out of the
Fancy.
room. We can't both be wearing black jeans. Somebody's got to
You can.
change.
Yeah, you can.
I guess you could both wear regular jeans, so why couldn't you both wear black?
Wait, I was throwing our podcasts out at a bunch of like Facebook groups that I'm in, and I was telling Andrew how like the way that moms speak to each other is so funny. It's so nice, but it's like
Don't hurt anybody's feelings.
I'm not. I'm just like if you're a mom, you know, it's like, "Hey mama," like "Hey mama," it's like anything for a fellow mama, which is so sweet. Like we love that. But I was telling Andrew just like the jargon, and he was like, "Can you imagine if dads were like, 'Hey
Hey,
dada,'
Papa.
so
Hey,
hey
Papa.
papa, saw you at the gym, like good pump, getting a good pump session. Hey
Wow.
papa."
So true.
Or if he's like texting his friends like,
But
"Hey
I don't love the hey
daddies."
mama. Like, I personally would never throw out a hey mama unless we're joking. Like, that's also such a doctor thing to say. Like, when you first have
I
the baby,
can't.
like, they're coming in, knocking on your door. Hi, mama. Just checking in on you. Oh, really? It's 2 in the morning and I'm like bleeding out and like just fell asleep. So,
It's
like,
always
see
when
your
you
way
just
out.
fall asleep.
Right.
Oh my
And
God.
when you were in the hospital, did your bed move?
Like up
Like,
and down.
not like up and down, like your actual mattress inflate and deflate?
No.
Okay, so mine did.
Do you have
And
like
to all my girl,
circulation problems?
oh, no, no,
Well,
but I mean, I guess I could have.
oh,
Ew. Any other girlies out there that have given birth on Long Island, like the bed, like inflates and deflates like every few minutes. And I'm like,
what?
is there a way we could turn this off? Because I was in the hospital for extended amount of time due to my complications. We can get into it. Let us know if you're interested. Comment yeah, in the comments. Leave a not funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, is there a way we could turn this off? And the girl was like, if we turn it off, it'll deflate completely, and then you'll just be laying on like the metal bed.
You're like, I would actually prefer that.
I'm like, okay,
That
well,
was
I'm
great.
gonna actually switch with my husband, and I'm gonna go sleep in the recliner because like I can't do this anymore.
Oh my God. That just reminded me, I need to give another shout out. My brother and his wife, my brother Paul and his wife Karen, they just had their first baby.
Oh,
And they listen.
Everett.
They're big Maddies. So welcome to the world, Everett. We love you.
Hey,
But she was
EP,
kind of
love you
I
guys.
FaceTime with them the other day and she was kind of saying that like, yeah, at the hospital, like
The
they just like
worst.
don't leave you alone, which is nice. Like, but also it's like I need to sleep, but you
Yeah.
can't.
So with the preeclampsia that I had, once you go, I had to be on a magnesium drip. I don't know if this is like too much information or if people give a shit, but once you go on the magnesium drip, they have to give you shots like every hour and check your blood pressure every hour. It's like literally every hour. So you're
Yeah.
not sleeping. They're waking you up to either check your blood pressure, give you a shot, or give you like Tylenol or something. It just never ends.
Wait, Nikki, that just
So,
reminded me of this video that Andrew sent me, and it was like when girls say they don't want to talk about something, it's like, yeah, my day was okay, but like, I don't want to talk about it. It's like, yeah, I don't know, it's just like kind of crazy, but like, I don't want to get into it right now, but like, I will when I'm ready.
and then it's like, yeah, so I almost died, and yeah, something cute about
And
me.
they're just like, okay.
Like,
It's kind of what
actually
just happened.
didn't ask. Like, right, we'll get into it. Blah, 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 blah.
You're like, let me trauma dump real quick, you
I
guys.
know, right?
Just give me 1 minute.
Lexapro
Sponsored by.
doing real well.
Oh my God. Anyway, something else. So I decided to potty train my 2-year-old this week, and
Brave.
very brave. It was supposed to rain every day. Meanwhile, every day was like so gorgeous out,
But
which was
that's a good
so,
thing.
which was good because we just went outside, and like now he's obsessed with peeing outside. And
Great.
again, if you listen to our DD episode, like I was so stressed about getting rid of the DD, his pacifier, but that went totally fine, and like so did potty training.
Like,
Like
he's trained?
I don't know, like he had like one real accident today, but it was because like I got too confident and stopped, like ushering him to the bathroom. I was
Right.
like, "Oh,
He will tell me,
he'll tell me.
yes.
Like we're good here." But other than that, hasn't had an accident like leaving the house. He can hold it. Like he's like
Wow.
crushing it.
And he'll
But
tell you if you're out,
well,
or
before
are
we
you
go,
still asking?
oh, like I'm so annoying, Nikki. Like like when we started potty training, like leading up to it, I was like just mentally preparing him like, okay, like tomorrow, blah blah blah. Last day for diapers. besides nap and bedtime. So then the first day, I was like, just a couple ground rules, Callum. No peeing on the couch.
And he took out his notebook in true Andrew fashion and was like, yes,
I was like, no peeing on the couch, no peeing on the beds, no
of
peeing in your car
course.
seat. I was like, when we leave the house, if you have to go, you have to tell me and we'll go. But you have to pee before we leave as soon as we come back. And he's been like pretty, like if he pees before we leave the house, he's like good for like 3 hours.
Great.
I feel like, okay, bye. Bye,
Yeah.
diapers. See ya.
Well,
So what happened with you guys this week?
another week, another spirit week. Bree, get ready
No.
because it doesn't end. We just had one.
I just
I
feel
think
like
I
I'm,
talked to you about it too. Like, I'm so happy that spirit weeks are done. They're not.
it's
It's another
like,
one now.
there's always something going on with school, like a theme or like something that you have to like prepare for.
Okay,
It's
let me
too
tell
much.
you
I don't
about
remember
this
my
week.
mom like preparing for one thing in any grade that I was ever
I've
in.
seen Instagrams that are like water bottles. Like, we didn't have water bottles growing up. Like, no, like, we had none of this.
You didn't have a monogrammed water bottle, you mean?
No.
No.
A Stanley or a Yeti.
Oh my God, can you imagine? No, we had like those like plastic like juice boxes. You just like rip the top off with your teeth.
Yeah, like, if that. Like, yeah, you
Like
get the water
60
fountain.
grams of blue sugar and like good toxic chemicals.
Red dye. Really pumped you up. No, this was this week's. It was career day, like week.
Wait, what?
So they really stretched for this one. So
Oh God.
Monday was Reach for the Stars. So it was
Meaning?
pajama day.
What?
Great. Love it. Love to see it. Love to
Okay,
see a
but what does
pajama
that
day,
even
but
have to?
we're really reaching there.
We're reaching for those
Right? For the
jammies.
stars,
Yeah.
yes. Tuesday was like, oh, it was orange and black colors, like the school colors. Wednesday was like your future's bright, so wear a cap or sunglasses.
No, like a
Like
cap and gown or
so,
something.
no, like a hat.
Oh, like it's
Not like,
bright. Like,
yeah, like oh, it's so sunny, like my ring light.
oh, it's so bright. If you haven't noticed,
We're looking gorgeous.
I know.
Then Thursday was college day. Wear your college gear. What
What?
5-year-old has college gear? And then Friday was career day. You had to dress like what you wanted to be.
Oh
You
my,
know how many
Nikki.
doctors were strolling up?
Oh, of course, obviously.
I'm
It's like,
like,
what
who does?
Halloween costume do we have like in the back that we can throw on this
Spider-Man?
kid?
Colin wore his shirt from Monster Jam and wants to be a monster truck driver.
Perfect.
Like
That's too
he
much pressure. What if
he
like you
wants
didn't? I guess if you like don't have your kid participate, they're like the only one. But I just feel like that's too much work.
it's a lot. Like
Like
that's a
we're
full-blown costume you're looking
no,
for.
we're busy. Like
Yeah.
I need to find a school that where it's like on the first day they're like, don't worry if your kid goes here, like we're not gonna do that stuff. And I'll
They
be like,
do a
okay.
lot. That no, that's not. You're not getting that unless you're going to be a homeschooling mama.
Oh, that would be
You're
Andrew's
not. You're
dream.
not getting
Nikki,
that.
that would be Andrew's dream.
Brie,
I'm
that's my dream.
oh, I was gonna say I'm homeschooling. I'm wearing like an apron. I'm whisking the bowl
The
when he
bread.
walks in the
Yeah.
house.
Yeah. Picking the eggs from your hens. Yes.
And meanwhile, I'm like on the couch. I'm like, "Are you gonna take the dogs out?"
Like, a true Disney princess. Like, yeah. Well,
Whoops.
yeah, that is the dream though. Like, get
You
my
would
ass to a
homeschool,
farm.
Nikki. You would homeschool.
Yeah, I'm a teacher.
Oh, I guess that's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Duh.
like I enjoy it. Yeah.
Okay, no, I would not do that. It's like way too
Well,
much work.
when we live on a compound in Georgia with Millie Bobby Brown as our neighbor, I will
Yeah.
homeschool all the kids and you will bake the bread.
Oh my God, I
Right?
love
You'll be
that.
the chef.
Yeah, I'll be the
We
chef.
each have roles. We're
Honestly,
gonna be our own little we're gonna be our own community.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, I know.
What would our street be called?
I was just thinking
Like it needs
we'd
to
have
be
to
like
put like all of our initials together and make something like
it'll be like Darf.
Nibria.
We'll workshop it. We'll
Yeah.
workshop it. This is so random, but have I ever talked about this show, The Pit?
No.
Okay. Just a pivot because like I can't go too long without talking about TV, and because I watched like
You're
some of an
itching.
episode today, and it's very like dramatic. For anyone that hasn't watched or hasn't heard, there's this show called The Pit on HBO Max, and it's like it's a hospital drama that takes place like in the emergency room in a hospital in Pittsburgh, but every episode is an hour in the day.
But it's real or it's not?
No, like it's
A drama.
Yeah,
Like
it's a
Grey's
drama, but
Anatomy-ish.
apparently it's like the most realistic portrayal of what it's like to work in an ER, like from like the doctors and the nurses perspective. It's not really about like people aren't like fucking in the back, you know what I mean? It's not
Right.
like Grey's
No
Anatomy.
McDreamies,
It's not,
McSteamies.
it's not like Grey's Anatomy. Like things are like just getting really, it's like it's not necessarily about like their storylines, but the cases and the people that come in. It's so crazy. It's actually really intense. Like I've cried through a lot of episodes because it's very like intense. And then also knowing, like putting my mindset in the perspective that like that's what these nurses and doctors have to just deal with every day. It's so crazy. So if anyone's looking for a
Me.
show or like a new show to watch, watch The Pit. I think episodes are still coming out and I think there's going to be like 16 total. Apparently the
Okay.
main actor, he was like one of the main stars on that show ER,
Oh,
like back in the
well.
day that I'm sure like our parents watched or whatever, like before a time that people were obsessed with. He was like one of the main actors and he hasn't really been in like anything since. And
So
he's
it's anybody who watches us on YouTube and leaves us a comment on YouTube, Katie and Donna. Like, you
Hey
guys are the
guys.
ones who watched ER.
Yeah, you guys watch DR, you know what we're talking about. I think I told my mom to watch the show and I told my sister-in-law who is a nurse that she has to watch it too because
Okay, I will definitely watch it. So is there anything else you'd like to share?
yeah, I did want to talk just some traders casting news.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes,
so
yes.
just like we missed the boat. Well, not missed the boat on Traders, but our podcast like started after Traders, I think finale came out or whatever, which is so disheartening. But we're still
No, we
like in,
didn't.
yeah.
Did we not recap any of it?
Well,
It was like right at
it
the
didn't make
end.
the air.
Oh, right. Well, yeah, we had a couple doozies, guys.
Anyway, we talked last week that like I Love New York is like
Yes.
allegedly going to be cast. Also, we saw you sent me that Mary Cosby
Gold.
Gold, and also I saw Nene Leakes.
From, and she is from
Salt
Real
Lake
Housewives
City.
of Salt Lake City.
Yeah,
Just like the best.
but she's like
Funniest.
not even going to care.
Such a nut.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, not even of this planet.
Wait, well, what do you think about Nene Leakes?
I think it's great, and I think she'll be a traitor
I think she'll be a traitor too. I think she'll be a traitor too. And honestly, I'm watching
because she's smart. Like,
yeah.
she gets it. Like, Mary is just such a funny character.
I know.
Like,
She won't
I don't
last long unless they keep her around because she's going to be so obviously a faithful. Do you
like
know what I
Gabby.
mean? Yeah, like Gabby. But yeah, she's like comedic relief. But this is so random. If you can imagine, I'm watching another show. I'm watching Below Deck. This season's so bad, guys. Like, just
Is
don't
it?
watch
Thank
it.
God.
No,
I
it's
can't.
really bad.
Who's on it? Who's the captain?
Like it's Captain Jason, but the
Oh.
cast is so horrible. Like nobody good. It's like
And you
all
have
mid people.
Aisha.
She's not on it.
No.
No. So
Okay,
like there's
goodbye.
nobody good. Yeah. But this week one of the guests is Corinne Olympios from The Bachelor.
I
She would
wonder
be
if she,
so good on Traders.
how has she not been
I
on
know.
it?
She's like a perfect casting for Traders because she's
That's the
funny.
same thing that I felt with New York. Wait, are you
Yeah.
sure she hasn't been on it?
Yes, I'm sure. What, Nikki, a
You've seen
million
every episode.
percent. I've
You've
seen
seen
every
every
season.
season?
There's only
Okay.
like 3 seasons, yeah. So I was just thinking she would be such a good casting, and so would Nick Vial. And he would obviously like. I'm sure he's probably trying to like get cast on the show. You know
He
what I
would be a
mean?
traitor.
But he would be too obvious to be a traitor. But he would be
But
really
so is
good.
Boston Rob.
I know, but those people. I mean,
Stupid.
I know, so stupid. I would like to have him back, just like to see him on my TV screen.
Okay.
I
Well,
love
apparently
him.
so did Peacock. Like,
They like, there's like
they
no
were
matter.
like, no, we don't want Rob to be here. Nope. Sorry.
They're
Here
like,
he
sorry,
comes.
we've already paid him, so he
He's
needs
here
to
and he is a
come.
traitor.
And then in more TV news, things to look forward to. Just a reminder, not this week, but The Valley starts next week. I think it's like April 15th. I'm so
Yes.
excited. Also for next week because we've been recapping Southern Charm and the reunion just like the final reunion was this week.
Mm-hmm.
We've been thinking about watching Denise Richards and her Wild Things. We see so many funny clips that are on
So
Peacock
funny.
of Denise Richards' new show, and episodes are only 20 minutes long. There's like 7 episodes. The finale airs this week on the 9th, so we're thinking about maybe watching that and recapping that next week, even if it's just like a fun little chit chat about like what the gals are
just
getting
a
up
quick.
to.
Yeah, maybe we will, maybe we won't. Because
Yeah, just throwing it out there. And then also next week, also on April 9th or this
Yes.
week, on Netflix, the documentary about the kid influencers comes
Yeah,
out.
let's definitely do that.
Definitely doing that. And it's only, well, not only, but it's 3 episodes.
Yeah.
For us, it's like, whatever. That's a Tuesday night.
Yeah. Oh God. I mean, Ruby Frank, I
I
ate
know.
that up in a
Yeah.
day.
I hope that this is going to be good.
Oh my God. Also, I've been loving everybody's theories on the case. We've had
Oh,
so
with
many
Karen
people
Reed.
literally commenting on our stuff or
I
just
know.
like reaching out personally to be like, this is what I think happened, or I found this article
Well,
and this
because
is what
it's
they said.
so, even my mom is still like texting me about it, and she sent me an article, which I actually did want to talk about, like just some updates, but it is so like you could make like a reason for any theory kind of.
And
Or
my
or you
mom is
can
like,
debunk any theory.
my mom's dead set that she did it.
Really?
I don't think that she
I
did.
don't think she did it either. Like,
Jack, shout out Jack.
I
She
know.
thinks she did it.
I don't think she did it either. Like, because the people in the house are acting so
So
suspicious.
sketch.
We said we're talking about Karen Reed right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. The people,
Guys, we're talking about Karen.
we're talking about Karen Reed. The people in the house are so sus. Like, Brian Albert destroying his phone, selling his house, getting rid of his dog. Like, guys, there's too much for them to not be involved. Seriously, there's too much out there. Like, they're so sketchy. Okay, so my mom sent me an article, just like updates in the Karen Reed
Yes,
trial
with the defense.
with the defense, and basically, well, can you tell the theory that someone sent you about Colin Alberts?
Yes. Jack. She sent me the theory that this girl who lives like in the area, so she's local, so she feels like confident about this. That people in the that I don't know if it's people in the area or if John O'Keefe knew that Colin Alberts, who was Brian Albert's son, whose house they were at, was I don't know if I could say like I'll just say snow dealer. Like I don't
Yeah,
know if you
sure.
could say that like in the world
We've said worse,
on the bod.
but sure, snow dealer.
He's a snow dealer. And he was kind of because they were in separate departments, right? Like not in the same even county.
Yeah,
Was like letting people know. And he walked into the house. Jen McCabe, who invited him, thought that he was welcomed. Colin, the son, saw him. He was there with his friends, probably big and tough, got into a fight. The dog jumped in. Something happened that John O'Keefe got like messed up.
yeah,
And the parents basically said, like, get out of here. We're going to deal with it. And then from there, they just kind
yeah.
of.
Which is kind of like the defense. Like, I don't think they said his Colin Alberts, and he's Brian Alberts' nephew, but the defense was claiming that either Colin Alberts, Brian Alberts, or Brian Higgins, like, were involved, like, in the murder. So now Karen Reed's defense in the new trial, they cannot argue that Colin Alberts killed John O'Keefe. Like, they cannot,
Which is their whole defense.
which is their whole defense, but they can still make their defense against Brian Albert and Brian Higgins. I guess the judge said that there's been like no new evidence that like they've entered that shows any fingers pointing towards Colin specifically, I guess.
Well, of course there's not because they sold the house.
Yeah, well, it wasn't his house.
Who, Colin?
Yeah, Colin is Brian Albert's nephew.
Yeah, but still, I'm saying if it happened in
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah.
house, like
I know,
all
but
the
why is
evidence
the
is in
judge
the
allowing
house.
them to still make like
I thought he was his son. That's his nephew.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's his
Okay.
nephew. But why are they still allowed to point the finger at the Bryans and not specifically Colin? Do you know what I mean? Like sus. And also Karen Reed's dad is going to be called as a witness. Like the prosecution is like calling him to the stand.
Prosecution.
Yeah, like so I guess they want to whatever that word is when you like question somebody. Like under oath,
Yeah, what the hell is the word?
Lawyer
Guys,
do their job.
shout it out. Storyteller.
So-
Craig.
Okay, that was the
It's like
Karen Reed trial.
literally at the tip of my brain. Question?
Cross-examine? No, that's what the second person does.
Prosecute? No.
Well, yeah, like that's what they do. They're prosecutors. They're going to prosecute. Prosecutor's going to prosecute.
Prosecutor gonna prosecute.
Okay, that's your official Karen Reed update. We'll keep you guys posted.
Yeah.
Before we move on to Southern Charm, I have to tell you one more crazy thing that I saw on the internet.
What?
Okay, so like for the Maddies, like I'm sure everybody has somebody that they follow on Instagram that they don't it's like they follow them because they like to make fun of them or like talk shit about them to their friend. And for me, that
Clayton
person is,
Edwards,
do you know who I'm going to say? Oh, yeah.
Jason Tartick.
Yeah. So for me, that person is Jason Tartick. And for Nikki, it's Clayton Edwards. But Jason Tartick from
Constantly.
The Bachelorette, like I'm constantly sending Nikki videos. It's like Jason said to have like an uplifting, positive day today. Like if you follow him, you know he's so cringy.
And
I'm
Clayton
sure he's a
Edwards
nice
does
guy.
his dances. Please
They're
look.
so
It's
funny. They're such funny follows.
yeah.
But I saw, seriously, this is one of the, like, this is really crazy of him to do. But I guess Caitlin Bristow, who
His
Jason,
ex-fiance.
his ex fiance, like, she was the bachelorette, whatever. They're not together anymore. And they had, like, a bad, like, public breakup. While they were together, they had two golden retriever dogs that she ended up keeping the dogs. So since then, he's gotten his own golden retriever, his own puppy. And she did like a tell all podcast, just like going in about stuff. And she said that Jason named his dog Teddy, which is the name that she said if she ever has a child, like that is going to be the name that she uses for her kid. And he used that to name his dog. Nikki,
Ew.
is that not seriously one of the craziest? Like,
What a freak
I could
of
not even,
nature.
when I saw that, and like, not that I love Caitlyn either. Like, normally I'm like, oh, she's like kind of crazy,
Which
but
is also crazy because she was engaged to Sean Booth, who
no.
had a golden retriever, and then
Wait,
she got a golden retriever.
Sean Booth is like the grandparent in the family that like all of these kids exist
Literally, the
because of
family
that
tree.
the family tree.
All of these golden retrievers exist because of Sean Booth.
Because of Sean Booth. Oh my God, it's so true.
Oh my God.
Which is crazy. So it's also, it's just like these Goldens. It's like, yeah, a weird trickle down
Ew, what a
effect.
sick freak.
Isn't that nuts? Like,
That's bizarre.
why would you do that? And you can't say that like you didn't know or you forgot she was going to use that name because you were together for like years. You guys were going to get
What's
married. I'm
what's
sure you
the
talked about
motive?
kids. Yeah, what's like just to get under her skin? I don't
His
know.
name Teddy too.
But I bet you she has been biting her tongue, just waiting to release that because people
Oh, go,
love to
go,
hate
girl.
her. And
Go,
like
girl.
the girls, Bachelor Nation girls, love Jason Tartick.
Really?
Oh my God,
Oh,
Nikki. He's like Craig.
like the girls from the show or the
No,
girls
like
who watch
fans. The
Bachelor?
girls who watch.
Okay.
He's literally Craig to Bravo. Like he's like a
How?
darling. I
How?
don't know, because it's like older women, you know. They're just
Not
it's
us.
just like a nice Nikki, we're not old. Like we're in our 30s. What? No, but people love him. Like I bet you she's been dying to get that out there so people can finally be like, yeah, what? That's so what a freak.
No,
Yeah, I've been
truly
dying to tell you that. Like I just saw that this morning or yesterday and I was like, ick,
bizarre.
icky, icky, ick.
Yeah, and
So
guess
gross.
what? Now everybody knows.
Yeah, because like
So,
millions of people listen to this podcast.
no, I'm not saying from us. I'm saying from Caitlin, you lunatic. And now, not mad about it, exclusive is dropping that Caitlin Bristow told us.
Yeah, like page 6, like you can write this up. You have our permission to send us a check.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Anyway,
Truly.
Southern Charm. Did you feel like this reunion, like the second half was like pretty good, or was it just me?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
The first half, I was like, okay, I'm so over JT and Vanita. Like seriously, like
Well, we started the second half of the reunion with JT and Vanita.
I know. So like
So,
that's where we left off. Like,
right. Glad to see it end. Can I say that, like, okay, so Vanita, we kind of find out the timeline, whatever. Like, JT is kind of sketchy. Like, it's so stupid. Like,
there's
it really
a lot that
is.
they're not saying. Don't you feel that way? There's a lot being unsaid.
Yes.
Between
But for
them.
what reason?
For what reason? Like,
Is she protected? Like, because she did say she still wants to be with him.
but they're
And does he
hiding
still have the
something.
girlfriend now?
She went on Watch What Happens Live, and I think she said like she doesn't think they're still together, but she's also not talking to him. Yeah,
Okay.
he obviously was seeing Vanita and this girl at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming she knew about it. So when she like pulled away from their seeing each other, he was like, "Okay, I'll just like go with this girl." That's what it seems like happened to me. Like I'll just date her.
Right.
And they didn't like press him hard enough. And I don't know if it's because Andy's like, nobody cares, or like
Mm-hmm.
Vanita knew. Like there's something that they were like, this. Okay. And then they made up like 5 minutes
I
later.
I think they're gonna end up like together in the long run.
I don't know. Like, I guess it, well, maybe because like they obviously hang out outside of the
She
show.
loves him.
I know. She was just like looking at him like, Puppy dog.
Okay, so she actually said, like, I thought she was being kind of crazy because she was like, he was like, you ghosted me. And she was like, well, pulled out her phone, was like, you said this, and then I said this. And she was like, well, if you would have said to me,
I know.
I want,
Verbatim.
right, like, okay, well, he didn't.
I
And
know.
you can't expect somebody to say exactly what you want. So if he would have said those
Yeah.
lines, those words exactly, you would have been okay with it. Like, that's not
Yeah, she
how the
looked she was
world
doing something
works.
with those texts, and we were all just like,
Yeah,
okay,
it was very strange.
don't see a problem there.
Very
Um,
strange
the flashbacks to season one with
of
like
Craig.
Craig and Shep were so, I was gonna say cute because like it was cute, but also Craig, oh my God. I
They were
remember he was super douchey, but I
babies.
forgot about,
He is still super
no,
douchey.
but Nikki, that was bad. Like he said,
That his
his
wife isn't born yet.
isn't born yet. That's so disgusting. He obviously was like saying that for the cameras to
Yeah.
be like big tough guy. Also, I didn't realize that I knew Whitney was a producer, but I didn't realize he was like the creator of the show.
Yeah. I didn't either. And I thought it was so crazy that his mom, Miss Pat, was there and he was not.
I know.
I was like, where's Whitney?
I think he's like, I don't, and that was the first time Miss Pat has been on a reunion in 10
Poor Miss
years.
Pat.
She looks better now
She
than she did
does.
in those
She
flashbacks. I was
does.
like, damn,
Oh,
girl.
Botox. Like, you have a facelift and you
Yeah.
look amazing.
Yeah.
So,
She looks so good. Loved her.
love her and
Um,
Madison. Like, literally could have a show of them too. Like, they are just Charleston's
I didn't realize
leading
their
ladies.
friendship ran that deep, but it
Yeah.
makes sense. Like you can tell they're very bonded. Like,
Yes. And like Madison actually got emotional when she was like talking about how much she loves her, like how much Miss Pat loves Madison. Like
I know.
Madison was getting choked up. Like it is because Miss Pat doesn't love everybody. You know, you have to
No.
be
Who does? She loves men and a few select women.
yes,
Yeah,
Madison being one of
I
them.
know.
I
Like
thought it
her.
was so funny. They did like all the flashbacks, like you're saying, and then they went to Craig being a liar. Like, oh, have you ever lied? Like, and he's like, no. And they flashed back to all the time saying like that he graduated, that he took the bar, that he was a lawyer. And he
I
was like,
forgot about that.
still could not cop to it.
I know. And he
And
was
Shep
like
was like, it's okay. Like you were,
a different person. You're young. He was like, well, define graduating. I was like, really, Craig? You're going to argue about this 10 years later?
yeah.
You didn't graduate. He's like, well, I walked. I can't. Like, I feel like Paige was so vindicated in this part of the reunion, and I hope that like she's been getting so much hate online. Like, I think she has
Yeah.
comments turned off. Like, I hope that people that love Craig so much watch this and they could see a little bit of what Paige was dealing with, or like kind of trying to say, or like trying to get across, like on her show, like of how he is. I saw this clip of Craig talking in a reunion like years ago after him and Naomi broke up. And he was literally saying the same things about his breakup with Paige. Like, I just don't understand how somebody could like throw away what we have. Like, what else could you find out there that's like better than this? And I was thinking, like, Craig loves, in theory, like, Naomi was like an angel, strong, independent, beautiful woman, like, doesn't need a man, like, but loved Craig at some point. Craig is attracted to that initially, but then his ego gets in the way, and when they don't need him, he can't handle it. He's just like, "What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, you can do this all without me?" Like when he was saying that, like, he's a little bit relieved that the relationship with Paige is over because now he can like be in Charleston more, and he's been living a lot of his life alone, and now he can like get back out there. It was like, don't even,
Yeah.
Craig.
That's not what you
Like,
want.
what? He like he's literally a girl that like just picks the wrong guy over and over and over again, and people are like, "Wake up, open your eyes." But I feel like because it's a guy, it's different.
But
It's
even
like, no,
100%,
he's
like you're
so
saying,
sweet. Like he just loves them. Like they're mean to him. It's like no, he knows what he's signing up for. He likes it at the beginning, and
yeah.
then it's too much for him to handle.
But you're also not like you met this person as who they are, like a strong woman. You're not going to change her. It's like, is he looking to change people? But it also pisses me off, like you said, that Paige's comments are turned off
I know.
because it's like this guy who like this hot guy who everybody like he's not right. He's not on the right side of history just because
No,
he's like this hot, charming guy like from the South. Like everybody just wants to like hop on his D. Like, no, Paige is
no,
actually right, so she shouldn't have to hide with her comments turned off because all you hating ass women are like
I know.
obsessed with Craig and think that he's gonna like ever pay attention to you. Like, you know?
Also, Craig has been on TV for 10 years. He knows how to put his
Mm-hmm.
best foot forward in front of the camera and then
Mm-hmm.
also show more of his true self behind camera, which is what Paige was just alluding to in the last episode of Summer House. Like, he's not dumb. He lets it slip, like in that scene in the hotel when he was freaking out about not having his own room. And like all the cast was basically like also alluding to that, like Craig has this other side to him, like with his temper, and they're like
Mm-hmm.
afraid of him because Craig can't handle any sort of criticism. When Craig and Austin were having their conversation, and Austin was like opening up about how he's felt like in his relationship and
Oh my
friendship with
God.
Craig, and immediately Austin,
Then don't be
Craig
friends
goes,
with me.
yeah, then like why would you even want to be my friend then? And Shep was like, that is textbook like gaslighting, and Vinita's like, what? Like,
That's so rude. Yeah, he's like he's your best friend telling you how he feels, and you're like, well, then don't be my friend.
and then he
Well,
goes,
then why is
guys,
he
I'm
ever going to
listening.
tell you?
No, he goes, guys, I'm listening. I'm trying to do better. It's like you're
I
not
get
doing
it.
better in this moment, though.
But that's even how he is with like the drinking. Like, yeah, you want to like come off like, oh, you don't drink, and that's probably why Austin was so confused because
For
he's
sure.
like, yeah, but then sometimes you will come get a beer. So you're
Yeah.
saying you're struggling with alcohol, but then like
You
you'll
drink
come
with
out and get a
us.
beer sometimes, and but now you're on TV saying that you want to stay away from alcohol, so it's a
Yeah.
little confusing as to what you're saying and then what you're actually doing.
But when he started like saying that to Austin, that like, just why are you even my friend?
Hmm.
It like clicked for me. I was like, wow, that's what Paige meant when she said like she stopped sharing things with Craig
Hmm.
because like
100%.
everything he turns around, everything. Can you imagine like trying to tell him something? Like if you're his girlfriend, you're trying to tell him something he did that hurt you, he would probably be like,
Well, I guess
well,
like
then
I'm
I
the
don't even
worst
know why
then.
you want to date me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst kind of person.
And you know what?
Seriously?
At one point, Paige was probably like, you know what? Probably right.
Yeah.
Why do I want to date you?
Actually, I want to date you. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Matter of
You can eat
fact,
these kangaroo skewers by yourself.
ugh, party of one.
I thought just this reunion made Craig look so bad, and I was honestly happy for Paige because I feel
Yeah.
bad. Like all the hate she's been getting, it must be hard.
It and like you said, like he actually said like I can't help your perception of how I treat you. Like it's not his perception, it's actually how you're treating him.
I
It's
know.
not how he's perceiving it, it's how you're acting.
Well, that's where his lawyer side comes in. Like nothing is
Yeah, he
like you
can't
could
take it.
spin
Yeah.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like
He's
so
a
annoying,
storyteller.
which is funny because he's actually not even he's not a practicing lawyer. Like,
No, he's a
does your license
seamstress.
expire? I don't know. Yeah,
I'm
he's a
sure it does, yeah.
seamstress. Oh my God, that's so funny. Sidebar, I don't think they talked about Sienna this episode, but Shep was on Amanda Hirsch's podcast, Not Skinny But Not Fat, and she interviewed him before.
I have to listen.
You have to listen. She interviewed him before the reunion aired, and he was like really diving deep into the Sienna timeline because you like Amanda will ask like she is the voice of the people. Like she will
Yeah.
go there, she will ask any question. So he was diving deep into the Sienna timeline, and he said that like for basically 6 months, I don't know if he said once a month or like every other weekend, she would fly out to see him. Maybe it was once a month. She would fly out to see him, spend like a long weekend with like either him or like him and his friends, like Rodrigo and Austin. Like they basically did like trips together, like at all of his parents, like whatever, homes. And like he really did feel like they were like in a relationship. Like he felt like he wasn't being crazy. And she was like, no, you guys have to come to the Bahamas. Like, so cool. You're going to do your cast trip here. Like, I'll set everything up. But he said they ended up like kind of taking a break or step back at one point, and like a big point of contention in their relationship was that she expected him to like pay for all of her flights and like also pay for everything while she was there. And he said that really rubbed him the wrong way because
Yeah.
he's like, of course, like while she's here, like I'm sending a car to like
Hmm.
pick her up from the airport. And like while she's here, like she doesn't have to pay for a thing, but I expect
And
her.
he would probably do it if it wasn't expected. Like, like,
Exactly. He said that like one time, he said this was a turning point for them. One time, like she was supposed to come, her and a friend were supposed to come out to like whatever, one of his homes with like him and his friend, like for the weekend. And he just like, and like one of his friends was like also getting on the same flight. And she was like, yeah, just get on the same flight as him. And like the car will pick you guys up all together. And like the day before, she was like, oh, I haven't booked my flight yet. Do you mind like doing it for me? And he said that for him was like, really rubbed him the wrong way because he's like, really? Like you can't just like book a flight. You can't just like fly out here.
right.
And like obviously she expects that in a relationship, like financially. And he's like, is it? But then he was like, wouldn't it be so like, isn't it empowering as a woman to just be like, I'll meet you there? But I'm to be like,
But
Shep, you're dating a 26-year-old.
I don't think that she expects, like, I think that she expects that from him because she was like fucking around with him. Like, I
Well,
think that she was just like, this is fun.
yeah.
He's
You want me to
rich.
come
He's on a
visit you?
show.
Yeah. You
He'll
want me to
fly
come
me
see
out.
you?
Like,
For sure. Well, I was gonna ask, like, do you think he should have been paying for all of like, would you expect that? If you met somebody, if you had your own money, you were successful, right? Money wasn't an issue. Because like, we're rich. We're rich in love. But if you had your own money, like you were super successful, like you didn't have to worry about money, and you met a guy that wanted you to come see him once a month, and to him, wanted you to come fly out to him, would you expect him to pay for all of your flights?
no, I would buy my own flight and then expect him
To
while
pay
I'm
for everything
there
there?
to, yeah, but I would like throw it out there that I could pay. I
Yeah.
wouldn't. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you wanted it to be an actual relationship,
Yeah.
that's how you would act. If
Yeah.
you want to date somebody who you want to like fuck around with, and you're like, oh, this is cool because he's gonna fly me out
Yeah.
and whatever, pay for all my shit.
It was like fun for her, like a fun little thing,
Yeah,
and he
yeah,
was like, we're in love. Like, I'm gonna move to the
yeah.
Bahamas, we're gonna be
That's
married.
sad.
I know. And he was like, I shouldn't have to pay for the privilege, like to spend time with somebody. And I was like, okay, that I could see, but also, Shep, you're 45, you're dating a 26-year-old that like
Yeah,
knows you're on a TV show and that your family's like super rich and like you have all
yeah.
this money. Like she's
She's not
coming
looking
out.
to actually marry
I
you.
know. It was just like sad. But I do have to say, like, something about him is like charming, very
Southern charm.
lovable.
He's got that southern charm, and
He
I
does
hope that
have
him and
southern charm.
Molly work it out because
No,
the more that
never
she
gonna happen.
spoke, the more I was like, this is Shep in female form. Like the fact that she plays the tuba,
I
like
know.
he loved that.
But he's not sexually attracted to her. And you could
Yeah.
see he's like, he would never say that, but you can tell that's what it is. And I don't know
Yeah.
why. She's like a gorgeous girl, but she's not 25. And she probably wants to get married and have kids. And as much as he says he's like ready for marriage, like he's clearly not. Like, come on, dude.
He needs to be on Love is Blind
Oh my God.
because Molly would be his like perfect match.
Can you imagine if he was?
No, he would be like, sorry, I can't do this with his shaking leg.
I-
Like,
Oh, Amanda asked him about the leg shaking. She was like, so are you just like always anxious? Like always have nervous
He's gotta
energy?
be.
No, he said it's like hereditary. Like everyone in his family does it.
okay, so they all have anxiety.
It's so distracting. Like that gives secondhand anxiety. Anything else you want to say about like a
No.
mid-season of Southern Charm?
No, glad it's over.
Glad it's over. Oh, one more thing I want to say is that Sally is so gorgeous. Her
So
brown hair,
gorgeous.
best decision she ever made. I want to see her in real life because she looks like airbrushed.
She's gorgeous. I think she's gorgeous with blonde hair. She's
No, she
just,
is, but the brown hair is really like it's just
and
like a
she's
different look.
smart. She's got it going on.
I know she's got it going on. So like, I hope Sally stays. There's no way Taylor's coming back,
I hope she does not.
and like I feel like Vanita's not going to come back either.
Oh, and I just want to say, like, Leva, goodbye, good
Yeah.
riddance. Like, anytime she spoke, I was like, why are you talking?
I know. Anyway, let's move on to something a little more lighthearted that we could talk about for 6 hours. Summer House.
best.
I
The
do want to
best.
say, we can't stress enough. If you're not watching Summer House, just watch. Like, just watch. But this episode was clearly like a filler episode because they weren't even like really in the Hamptons. But even a filler episode was so juicy. So
They spent the
fun
whole
to
time at
watch.
the kickball fields.
I could have watched 3 episodes of them at the kickfield field. Like, Give me more kickball field.
Well, there was a lot happening
There was
behind
so much
the
happening. It was so, I was just like, oh my
poor
God, what? I
Lexi.
know, poor Lexi. But it starts off the morning after the toe sucking. Morning after toe. I can't. Jesse's so
BT,
dumb. Yeah, morning.
BTAC, before toe, after toe,
Oh my God, after
BTS.
toe. But just like the only thing that really happened in the house is like you could see that Paige hates Craig so much. When Craig
Okay, the
referred to
word
their
that she
cat,
used, did you hear the word that she used to how she
icky,
feels?
right?
Icky.
Icky. Yeah, she got ick. When Craig said like, "Oh, I can't wait to get home to our daughter," referring to Paige's cat, you could just see right there, like Paige, she was done.
Yeah.
She was so done. Like, yikes. Yeah, not looking good. Like she's icked out so hard. And when she said Craig, like she feels like Craig attacks her in a southern way. Like I know what she meant now.
Yes.
Like she explained it so perfectly.
Because you're saying it with a smile on your face, it doesn't mean that it's like,
And saying like I love you chicken doesn't mean that you're being supportive.
yes. 100%.
Yikes. Okay, so they were in Hamptons for 1 second. Then they go to Jesse and Lexi at dinner.
Okay. Do you know what I'm going to say? Her ordering that martini. Do you know what I just want a dirty, filthy, slutty little fucking filthy, as dirty as you can make it martini. Like, ew, I hate when people order their martinis like
I know,
that.
me
Like,
too.
dirty,
I know.
filthy little fucking slutty. Like, okay.
We get it. You want olive juice.
Right? Like,
It's okay.
oh my, as dirty as you can make it.
She's like looking. Jesse's like
The whole time I was like, ew.
Jesse's like, just get the girl a martini, please. Oh my God, Jesse rolling
Gross.
up with these flowers, and when he's like saying the weekend, like, yeah, I don't know, I can't think of anything else that happened. I was like, are you such an asshole? Like seriously,
It's so embarrassing what he's doing to her. It really is.
so embarrassing. First of all, that would have been the perfect time to bring it up. Like, you
Right,
come
just
in
say
there with your
it.
tail between your legs. Listen, Lexi, I have to be
Yeah.
honest. I was a drunk mess last weekend. I was like flirting with Sierra, like we're friends. Like I was just like being silly. Like I had too much to drink. Emerald was like getting with these girls. I walked in as like a joke. Like a girl sucked my toe. Like I just want to be upfront. Whatever. I just want to be upfront about it. Do you know what I mean? He could have handled it head on, and she would.
No,
I feel
he's a
like she would have
coward.
taken it because she really is into him. She would have just like she
Do you know
said, she
people are
trusted him.
speculating that it was all a plan and that the other girl was brought home for Jesse? Like,
I feel like we said that last week.
yeah, like people are really saying that in the comments.
I mean,
Do
why
you
else?
think that he only got his toe sucked?
No.
You don't. You think that
No, it's not about the pasta.
it's not about the pasta.
It's the same thing, for sure. 100%. Because even the way, like, anytime somebody says toe suck or they say it, everybody's face is like, it's just so obvious that, like, it's not just a toe suck.
It's not about the. You're so right.
Yeah, it's not about the pasta, which is so iconic. Like,
So, here I am still thinking it's about the pasta. Like,
I
it's
think it
not.
was about the pasta.
I don't.
You don't?
I did. No, I don't.
Oh man. I feel
Okay,
like Lala
wait.
addressed it and she was like, guys, I'm telling you, it's been so long, I would have told you by now. It really was about pasta.
I know. That's what
She's
made me
like,
think it's
obviously, it
not.
wasn't
But
about the pasta. It was about like their friendship and how like whatever James was feeling neglected. But like in
it's
that
not about the
moment,
pasta.
in that moment, he was talking about
And then he's
pasta.
like, it's not about the pasta.
Oh God, love
So
good VPR.
funny.
So funny.
But Emerald was like also so not on Jesse's
I
side.
know,
He was like, yep, he got his toe sucked. He got his toe sucked.
because
Like,
he knows it wasn't just a toe.
yeah, and he's like, this guy's not going to make me look bad.
For
Like, I'm
sure.
banging these two chicks. Like,
Well, and how awkward the next morning when Emerald comes out, when they're
yeah.
all sitting around and Jesse's like being so annoying, acting
So, like, what happened last
I know.
night? Like, bro, you know, because you were in the room the entire time.
Well, and he probably wanted to be like, why don't you tell me what happened last night? But I'm sure Jesse texted him as soon as he woke up, like, dude, you better not say anything. Just say it was a
But
toe.
Emerald was kind of saying, like, like, Yeah, why are you doing that? Like, he was
I
like
don't know.
kind of like weird about
He
it.
was pissed. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
No, Jesse did not tell Lexi anything. So then they go to the kickball game and everybody is like, it's
talking
just
about
so
it.
awkward. You cannot be 3 weeks in and having this much
I know.
drama.
I know.
It's so
Disaster.
immature. It's such a like high school, early college
I know.
relationship. Like, you guys are older,
Wait, but
Jesse
Nikki,
especially.
you skipped over that after that dinner. Well, at that dinner, Jesse like proposed literally to Lexi to be
Yes.
exclusive. And then they go to this freaking kickball game and she's like on
Yes.
cloud nine, like basically like this is my boyfriend, like blah blah
He
blah blah
told her
blah.
that he loves her.
Well, she said on the after show that the morning of kickball, my New York's coming out. The morning of
Fluffy.
kickball, he asked her to be his girlfriend and told her he loved her. So she's
But didn't
going
we
in
see him ask her at the dinner?
to be exclusive, not
Oh,
boyfriend
oh.
girlfriend. So she's like going in. So I'm sure it was like the next day. He's probably like exclusive, same shit. So she's going to kickball like this is my boyfriend. We're in love. He missed
So
me
embarrassing.
so much last weekend. Wouldn't stop calling me. Like I'm his queen. We're it couple, and like to immediately be shot down, like just be brought back to reality of like this is the asshole that you're dating.
And everybody knows that's the most embarrassing feeling in the world, that like everybody knows something that you
I
don't
know.
know, and is
And it's
like
like who's gonna tell her?
almost like they weren't laughing at her, like they weren't making fun of her, but it's like everybody's kind of like, he's not even your boyfriend, like what do you care?
I
Like,
know.
and she's like, actually he is my boyfriend. Like,
I know.
she just doesn't have a best friend there. Like, she doesn't have like that person that's gonna have her back.
That's a good
So it's
point.
kind of like she's like on an island of her own. Everybody really is Jesse's friend,
I
you know? It's
know.
like they're not Lexi's friend.
And they
They're,
think she's just like this little kid to
yeah,
begin with. Like they don't
yeah.
really take her seriously. She also said on the after show that she left that kickball game sobbing because everybody was like you just said, like he's not your boyfriend. Like why do you care? Like it's just a toe. Like it's not a big deal. Like that she was being so dramatic about it.
Even if it was a guy that I was like seeing, talking to, that's weird.
Yeah, I'd be
Like,
like,
we would not be making it further. And not to mention, she knows everything that nobody else knows, is that he's like confessing his love for her.
since the
It's
day they
embarrassing.
met.
He is embarrassing her.
I know. It's really, really bad. I do want to say though, Lexi's dark brown lip liner is basically a cast member.
A
Like,
monkey's asshole.
girl, we
To
need
bring
like
it to New Jersey when Margaret Josephs told Jennifer Aiden that her lips look like a monkey's asshole. I'm sorry, Lexi, we do like
I
you,
know.
but that's a choice.
It's really like getting like I feel like specifically this episode, I was like, whoa, like her confessionals, I was like, oh my God, Lexi, are you okay?
No, we're in 2025. Like, that ship sailed in
Like, yeah,
1991.
we're good. Did you like when she did that like photo shoot for her new headshots and she was wearing Jesse's like lucky underwear? I was like, Lexi.
She looked gorgeous, though.
Well, she
Her photos
yeah,
are sick.
she
Like,
is so
that's a
gorgeous.
model. She
She's a model.
is.
You
Wow.
know, Jesse's so down. I see people online. They're like, I hope that he gets as much hate as West got last year.
Oh, he will, because did you see the songs that he's dropping? Like, you are doing it to yourself.
I
He
know.
now has this. How does it even go?
I have no idea.
It's like an R&B song.
But he has no shame. Like he has no shame. Do you know what I mean?
He's doing one a month. Do you know that? He's
One a
dropping
month?
one song a month.
For the year?
And people are
That's an
hating on
album.
him. Well,
Wow, I wonder if he's making money off of it. I'm sure he has fans somewhere.
because he did the "What Would Jesse Solomon Do," and everybody
which
like
was funny.
threw him that bone. He's like, "Yeah, I
He's like,
got
I'm a
it."
big star.
But the one that you sent me is the second song that he's released. He also released another one that I think I sent to you.
You did tell me. I didn't listen to that one.
Oh,
I need to talk about Soft Bar for a second. Carl's event. Carl has this, he called it a friends and family. And as somebody that's like in the biz, friends and family is like the 2 days before you open. That you're just like doing a run through to make sure everything's smooth sailing. He's having a friends and family like for a concept.
yeah. I was gonna say. So, what is Soft Bar? Is it an actual location? Is it an idea? Like, is he bringing this to
Well, in the moment,
venues?
I
Like,
think it's just like
non-alcoholic
we're making juice.
beverages? Yeah.
we're serving you chilled juice. But in the after show, he said that like they do
With
have a
mushroom infusions. You can't drink, but you can be on shrooms.
I
Like,
was thinking like, okay, is that sober? But sure. Sounds good. Whatever, Carl.
sign me up.
Which I actually feel like what Lindsay was like alluding to last year when she was saying like, "Are you
Right.
you're not sober?" Anyway, getting off track. But he did say in the after show that he has a location in Brooklyn and he hopes to be open by I don't remember what timeline he said, maybe the summer or something like that.
Okay, so is he on joggers,
Spring,
spring,
summer.
summer? Yeah.
For
Something
sure.
about her,
Yep.
May 2024.
Well, because in this episode he said January and January just passed and
Oh,
obviously
God.
nothing happened. But I was just like, what is this, Carl? Really? Like, and Lindsay was so funny in her confessional. She's like, I'm gonna go and like give you a round of applause for still doing nothing, like
She's
spending
so,
all this money that you don't have for an
she's done
idea.
with his
Oh,
ass.
she's so done with his ass.
And
But
then
like,
we find out that he was texting Lil, his new girlfriend, last summer. So that's going to be a big blow up coming up.
oh yeah, I can't wait. Next episode's gonna be a crazy episode. But did you see that Lil went online and like disputed or refuted the
I did
claims?
not.
She like posted their DMs and it was like October, which doesn't make sense because like he met her parents. That's how they got
In the
connected
summer.
in August. Why would she DM him in October, like months later? Be like,
Maybe
hey,
because she knew that they broke up.
oh maybe, yeah, that's a good point. Maybe she knew they broke up. Either way, we don't like. I don't really care, but I'm happy to see Lindsay like rip Carl to shreds. Like that, I'm here for. I don't care about like the Lil and the timeline. Like, let's just see Lindsay like get fired up in a way that
Get
is
her
like
activated.
okay for her baby.
Yes.
When Paige said in her confessional, like, listen, if we can support Kyle being a DJ, we can support Carl opening a bar that doesn't serve drinks. And I was like, so true. Like,
Perfectly said.
Paige slays her confessional. She's so funny.
I love her.
I love
really
her
do.
so much.
Sometimes she's a little much and annoying. Like, could I listen to her podcast? Probably not.
Yeah, I feel the
But
same way too. But
I
on
do
Summer
love her.
House, she does it for me. She brings like something that we need, and it's like
Yes.
just calling everybody out and like making fun of them, like roasting them a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, back to kickball. Wes was so cute with this kickball game, and I don't know if you caught it. He said that like in the fall, like they had their own league, and like everybody signed up, and on the after show, like everybody was saying that like they did sign up, and like they didn't go to all the games, but like it was fun. And Sierra went to every single game because she was
While
like,
they were beefing?
no, I think because she was like,
Oh.
they were still talking because it was like at the end of, like right after summer, like they were still talking. Sierra went to every game. And it was like kind of sweet and sad that Wes like organized that literally like as an homage to Sierra and like what they used to do together. That
She
was
didn't
fun.
show up. Yeah. He was like,
Which was
"Aw."
intentional. And he was like, she did that on purpose, like to hurt me. And she did. But I would have
Good.
like,
As she
Wes,
should.
everything that he's saying in his confessionals, if he just said that to Sierra, it
Right.
would be squash. That's the problem. I don't get why no one's saying that to Wes. It's like, Wes, you are like walking around with this dark cloud over your head because you don't have this friendship with Sierra, but that's because every time you talk to her, you have not said like anything to her. You've not said like, I'm sorry that you feel hurt. I know you
I
feel like I
really
used
did
you.
like you. Yeah.
I really did like you. I wasn't using you. It just didn't work out. I'm so sorry. I learned a lot from our relationship. And like moving forward, I won't, I won't make those same mistakes, but like I really miss our friendship. That's all she needs to hear. And he's saying that in these confessionals. He's saying this to Jesse, like saying this to Amanda, but like,
Yeah.
what are, and he's acting
There's
like,
one person you need to be saying it to, and you're
but he's
not.
acting like it's like something they can't move forward from. And he's doing his best, but he's doing nothing.
Yeah, he's doing nothing.
It's
But
so
wearing ugly
frustrating.
outfits. Did you see the thing that he put? He was like, "You're coming after a girl who just tried to make some choices or something," and it shoots to like all of his like strange fashion outfits.
my
And he's
God.
like, "Just do my best."
I don't hate his fashion choices because I feel like he wears them like with confidence.
He does.
And I do like Wes, but like he's kind of infuriating to he's like either really funny to watch or really annoying to watch.
Yeah, he's not boyfriend material, although he like is old enough to
But
be.
he's like 30 also. Like, dude, come
tiny.
on. Like, what is wrong with everybody? Thank God we're married. Could you imagine?
That's the
Seriously?
pool to be
That's
working
cool?
with.
Jesus Christ. Like, what? Yikes. Oh my God, when Paige, first of all, Paige was pitching. Like, she was the team's pitcher.
I know, and she made that save the last out.
That was so incredible. Like such a moment for Paige. Lifting her up was
Oh
so
my God.
cute. I loved
It's
it
the
so much. It
best.
brought me so
They're
much
really
joy.
the, just like a great group. Like I love
Great
them.
group. Has there ever been like new cast members that have just seamlessly blended into a show like Jesse and Wes have?
Jesse and West, yeah.
Oh,
Who are they
Lala.
even friends with?
Oh no, they weren't friends with
No,
Lala
they
for
were
years.
mean to
Yeah, that's
Lala.
true. Who are they friends with? Lindsay met Wes at a bar, and she was just
Wow.
like, "Wow, he would be really good on Summer House." And she like sent his number to like a casting director, and they called him. Yeah, thank you,
Love to
Lindsay.
see it. Thank
I
you,
know.
Lindsay.
Seriously, like that was an, and I don't know where Jesse came from, but
What hole he crawled out of.
I know. Any other
What
thoughts
6 foot
on
5 hole he crawled out of. No. No other thoughts.
no other thoughts
No other thoughts.
on Summer House? Well, I'm
Just an
excited.
enjoyable episode. I'm very excited for next episode. Oh,
So excited. I saw like a preview clip, and it was Jesse, Lexi, and Wes in the car driving to the Hamptons.
oh, yes.
And Lexi, I guess, like had dinner with Jesse and his parents the night before.
And
And
West is like, well, that's kind of weird.
but
Yeah.
like to Wes, Jesse's like with Lexi in the car. Jesse's like,
Yes.
yeah, she really wanted to meet them. So like,
It's embarrassing. He's embarrassing her. Yeah,
no,
like
I was like,
putting it like he was probably like, I can't wait to meet your parents. And then like in the car, he's like, yeah, she really wanted me to meet him. So,
no,
I wouldn't normally do that, but I
for
did.
sure.
And she's like, what? Like
She should
that's
have like
not.
hopped the fuck out of that car. Seriously, like I would have been like, pull over. Like you're a
But then he tries
douchebag.
to hold her hand. And he's like, she's like, not so much.
Well, basically, like this whole, one more thought about this episode was everybody was pretty much saying like Jesse only asked her to be his girlfriend or exclusive so that they
To
could
have
sleep
sex with her.
together.
Yeah.
And now they did it, and now he's backpedaling so hard, like showing so much doubt, like, oh, I don't know if like it was a good
Like,
idea.
way
It's
to
like,
give the girl some trauma.
no,
Like,
but that's literally like West and Sierra. Like all summer, she was like not going to sleep with him, not going to sleep with him. It seemed like they slept together. She met his parents, and he was like, "Oh, this isn't going to work out."
so wrong.
So wrong. Men are pigs.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
My mom always used to tell me boys only want one thing, pork and lamb. I don't know what that means,
What?
but we know. We know what it means. I don't know what pork and lamb.
Ew. My mom used to tell me. My mom used to tell me. No, they say money can't buy love, but it sure does help.
Yeah, sure does help.
was
You
like-
know what else my mom says? My dad's name is Rich. Do you know this? Oh, I always was told to marry rich, but instead I married a rich. I'm like,
That
oh
is-
my God, every time it comes, I'm like, here we go. It's coming.
That's funny. That is funny. That was the first time I've heard it, so I'm not mad about it.
Really? Do you know about tulips?
You just
Why
missed
tulips
my,
are-
my
What?
segue. I
What?
said that was the first time I've heard it, and I'm not mad about it.
Oh, sorry, I missed it.
But you did tell me about tulips.
I even have a tulips tattoo because two lips are better than one. So
Should we get to our not mad about it?
let's.
Okay, my not mad about it is super random, but our grocery store that we go shopping at has a counter. Like when you get there, you can go to the counter and they have like snacks for kids. So while you're
For
walking
free?
around, yeah, for free. You just like grab a snack like for your kid. And it's like really
Wow.
good snacks too. It's like those like Annie's like pretzel bites or like animal crackers or like
so nice.
or like pouches,
Oh
clementines.
no,
Like,
Olivia just eats the dirty grapes out of the bag.
oh yeah, like that's like one of 7 things that Callum has. Like the store is a buffet for Callum. He's like cucumber, apple. But I guess I'm assuming that they do it because like maybe when they get some orders in, some of the boxes like
Yeah.
so they're like, let's just give these to the kids. It's so genius though. Like
That's so nice.
every
Wow.
grocery store needs to implement this because it's like as soon as we get to the store, we go to the counter, he grabs a
Right.
snack,
That'll keep
that's-
him busy for a bit. Yeah.
checked off the list, especially if it's like a little baggie of something, like little crackers or like whatever.
Wow.
No,
What
it's-
grocery store?
A Whole Foods.
Oh, well, right.
You gotta spend money to. Gotta spend money to make money.
Yeah, you're getting that at Stop and Shop. You're getting some moldy strawberries there.
For sure. Yeah, they're like, these fell on the floor if you guys want to come to aisle 6. But I'm
Wait,
so
that's
not
so
mad about
funny.
the free snacks.
Speaking of Stop and Shop and aisle 6 and fell on the floor, do you know that all
Like
of
it.
these things at Stop and Shop for my fellow poor people, that Stop and Shop and Stop and Shop, They have like the robot, that like goes up the
I
aisles.
hate that robot.
His name is Marty.
Okay.
So last year for Christmas, my kids love Marty.
Oh my
John
God.
got them each, and I will post these. We keep saying we'll
I
post
know.
these in our stories, and 2 weeks in a row we haven't posted
We're
contact.
busy with our clip lips.
Clip lips, clip L's.
Clip
And
out.
John got them these stuffed animal Martys.
Oh my God. Wait, that's
The
sweet.
robots. They each have their own
That's
Martys.
so funny. Do you have a picture of them with Marty and the
I'm sure I do. It was
That's
like their
so
most
funny.
beloved gift that they got.
Oh.
Like beloved or beloved? Texas, like Teresa Giudice.
What language do they speak in Ireland?
German.
Beloved?
Okay,
Both. You can say both. Tomato, tomato.
beloved.
Yeah. My dearly
Okay, I
beloved.
love that.
Yeah.
Well, instead, I'll just keep giving my kids the dirty fruits that are
Yeah.
provided.
But isn't that seriously genius?
Genius. And
Like
I'm sure that happens to every supermarket that they have,
things they can't
ruined
sell.
product.
Yeah, for
Little
sure.
snack. Oh my God, genius.
Genius. So shout out to Whole
Wow.
Foods. You guys are really you guys are doing big things over there
Wow.
and charging us a lot.
For the
Anyway,
mamas. For the
big
mamas
things
and
for
the
the
bebes.
mamas. Snacks for the mamas and the babies.
Okay, beautiful. Well, I love a little mom hack, and I'm going to bring it back to TV because
Okay.
that's what we do. We just flip flop. You
Yeah.
love Meghan Markle. This week, I am not mad about Love on the Spectrum. You
Yes.
guys,
Yeah.
Love on the Spectrum is the new season is out on Netflix, and when I tell you this show brings me so much joy to my heart, I love this show so much. It follows young adults on this autism spectrum and they're looking to date. And it is just so funny.
And
And
sweet.
again, not laughing at them, like
Yeah.
laughing with them. They're just so wholesome and just
No.
so pure.
So pure. Perfect word.
Oh my God, I saw a clip of Tanner meeting Jack Black on, we'll have to post it.
Yeah, I
It
need to.
is the most amazing thing. Like these people are, I mean, and I'm also a special ed teacher, so like I have a very special place in my heart for
Yeah.
people with special needs. Like I just love the show. It's so pure, so full of joy. Like this big smile on my face when I watch them. It is the best. So, if you're not watching Meghan Markle, you should be watching Love on the Spectrum because it is chef's kiss. Oh my God. It's so good and it's so funny.
I'm gonna start this
Oh my
season
God.
tonight for
Brie,
sure.
it's so, so good. And John, now that he is like in the special ed world and the
Oh yeah.
teaching world, like he would love it. And these parents are so amazing.
Angels.
Like their families are just beautiful and like just they're amazing. Like the whole thing is amazing. The
Yeah.
cast is amazing. Families are amazing. So not mad about Love on the Spectrum making the return. I love it so much.
I love that we always like wrap up our episode like just so light and like positive when we
But
come
it's
in like firing. So I'm like, my freaking husband.
right. Full circle.
How
John's like,
dare
you
he?
should move the not mad about it up in the episode. I'm like, no, but we want
No.
to end on that note. Like,
Yeah, leave them like
and
everybody
we
with like a feel good feeling for their
we'll
Monday
always hit you
vibes.
with a mom hack or a TV
Yeah,
update that like we're not going to recap, but that you must watch. So you've gotten both today.
I
So
know.
you're welcome.
Look at that. No big deal. On that note, we will see you guys next Monday. Lots of TV. Make sure you're following us on Instagram. We post our weekly TV schedule every Thursday. Also follow us on TikTok at Not Mad About It Podcast. So you don't miss like our hilarious clip lips that we post. And of course, make sure you're subscribed to Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, blah, 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 blah. You know where we're at. We love you guys so much. We'll see you
And if you
Monday.
drop some comments, you may get a shout out as well.
Like
So
you will though,
no
100%.
pressure. Yeah, right. If you're one of the people to leave a comment, we love you. Love you, Maddies. Bye bye.
Bye.